Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. All right, Browns fans, sit tight because there's some intriguing news coming out of Berea that could hint at a new chapter in this season's quarterback situation. We all know the Browns have been navigating a bit of a quarterback carousel lately, especially with the injury to Dillon Gabriel. But what's catching everyone's attention now is the emergence of Shedeur Sanders, the young gunslinger who's been stepping up when Cleveland needs him most. This isn't just about some rookie getting a shot. It's about a player who's showing flashes of potential that could really shake things up in the AFC North. Let's rewind just a bit. 2 weeks ago, Shedeur Sanders got his first real shot to play in an NFL game. It was a tough moment, stepping in for Gabriel after he went down with a concussion against the Ravens. That debut wasn't exactly smooth sailing. He faced some pressure, made a few mistakes, and didn't exactly light up the scoreboard. But here's the thing. Shedeur showed some real spark, some promise. He was eager, he was aggressive, and it was clear he had the right mindset to grow into this role. The coaching staff saw that too, and they weren't ready to give up on him just yet. The very next week, Sanders came back stronger and more confident, leading Cleveland to a much-needed win over the Raiders. That was a huge boost for him, for the team, and for the Browns faithful who are always hungry to see their young talent step up. It was a clear sign that, despite the rough start, Sanders had the grit and determination to compete at this level. And that brings us to this past Sunday, when Sanders made his second start in the NFL. And while the result wasn't the win they were hoping for, his performance was promising enough to keep the coaches intrigued. In that game against the 49ers, Sanders went 16 for 25 passing for 149 yards and a touchdown. It wasn't a game where he lit up the scoreboard, but it was enough to keep the offense moving and show that he belongs on the field. Cleveland fell 28-8 at home, a tough loss, no doubt, but it wasn't for lack of effort or potential from Sanders. He showed resilience, and more importantly, he demonstrated that he can handle the pressure, even against one of the best defenses in the league. That's not easy for a rookie, especially one thrown into the fire unexpectedly. Now here's the kicker. Despite the loss, the coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, seems to be leaning towards giving Sanders another shot next Sunday when Cleveland hosts the Titans. That's a big deal because it signals trust in his development, and it suggests that the team sees something in him worth exploring further. The decision makes a lot of sense considering the circumstances. The Browns are out of playoff contention this year, and with Gabriel still recovering, it's the perfect opportunity to give Sanders more reps, more experience, and see what he can really do in a starting role. Earlier this week, reports indicated that Cleveland might have been considering holding on to Sanders a little longer, just to see how much he could improve and how he'd handle the pressure of being the guy. And now, it looks like they're committed to that plan. That's a smart move. Why not learn more about your young quarterback while the season winds down? It's about building for the future, and Sanders, flashes of brilliance suggest he could be a real difference maker if given the chance to grow. The Browns entered this season with a unique situation, 2 rookie quarterbacks on the roster, both with potential but still raw. Since trading away Week 1 starter Joe Flacco, Cleveland has gotten some valuable looks at Gabriel, who's been trying to steady the ship under tough circumstances. Gabriel has shown moments of competence, but he's also struggled with consistency, leaving fans wondering if the team might need more dynamic playmakers under center. Sanders, although raw, has shown that he can be a spark plug, a player capable of making big plays that could turn games around. For Cleveland fans, this situation is a bit of a roller coaster, but it's also exciting. The team's offense has been a work in progress all season, still trying to find its identity after losing key pieces and dealing with injuries. But Sanders offers a different element, athletic, fearless, and willing to take chances downfield. His arm strength and ability to extend plays give the Browns a new dimension that Gabriel hasn't consistently provided. While he's still learning the nuances of NFL defenses, his raw talent and determination suggest he could develop into a legitimate starter. And in a league where the quarterback position is king, giving Sanders more opportunities now could pay off big time down the line. What's really interesting is how the Browns are approaching this development. They're not rushing Sanders into the spotlight, but they're also not ignoring what he brings to the table. It's about balancing experience with potential, and with the season winding down, it's the perfect time to experiment and see what the future might hold. This approach not only benefits Sanders, but also provides the coaching staff with valuable data on whether he can be a long-term solution or if they need to keep searching for that franchise quarterback. Beyond just the quarterback debate, it's worth mentioning how this impacts the Browns' overall strategy. Cleveland has been building a solid defense, a strong running game, and an offense that, while inconsistent, has shown flashes of brilliance. The addition of a dynamic quarterback like Sanders could unlock even more potential, especially if he continues to develop the way he has in the recent games. Browns fans know that the key to winning in the NFL isn't just having a great defense or a reliable running game. It's having a quarterback who can make plays when it matters most. Sanders' ability to extend plays and make throws on the run could be the difference maker in tight games, especially in the AFC North, where every game counts. Looking ahead, the Browns have some tough matchups on the horizon. Facing teams with playoff aspirations, they'll need a quarterback who can elevate the offense and keep the team competitive. If Sanders continues to show growth, he could be that guy. The coaching staff's decision to keep him under center for another week is a vote of confidence, and it's a chance for fans to rally behind him and see what he's really capable of. It's about building confidence, gaining experience, and creating a competitive environment where young players can thrive. Of course, it's natural for fans to be cautious. We've seen promising talents come and go, and the NFL is a league that demands consistency. But Sanders' recent performances have sparked hope among Browns supporters that this young guy might be the real deal. His arm, his mobility, his fearlessness, these are qualities that, if nurtured correctly, could make him a cornerstone for Cleveland's future. The team's focus now is on development, patience, and giving him the tools to succeed. It's about learning from every snap, every play, and growing into the quarterback the Browns need. In the end, what this all boils down to is opportunity. The Browns are giving Sanders that shot, and it's up to him to seize it. The road ahead will be filled with challenges, but also with possibilities. Browns fans, we should be excited. This is what development looks like, and it's happening right here, right now. Watching a young quarterback grow, learning from his mistakes, and hopefully leading the team to victory in the near future, that's the kind of story we all want to see. And with Sanders getting more reps, the future of the Browns' quarterback situation looks promising indeed. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.